WUSA 9 Weather Impact is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Hi folks, I'm meteorologist Jonathan Myers, and this is your WUSA9.com weather webcast. Latest snow total map coming out this morning. I've just put some fresh updates on it and expecting 1 to 2 inches of snow tonight into tomorrow morning, hence a weather impact alert is in effect. That would be for the district up to Gaithersburg, Aberdeen, Maryland, down to Warrenton, Virginia, Harrisonburg. Probably on either side of an inch, we'll say, anywhere between about a ½ an inch to an inch and a half across this general white area. Could be less than that as you head north and west, more so a trace to potentially up to about an inch. And then south and east, Fredericksburg down to Orange, and then the lower eastern shore, including Talbot County, Maryland, and the northern neck of Virginia, even places like most of Charles County and Calvert County, St. Mary's County. Expecting about 2 to 3 inches of snow and potentially even a couple of higher amounts here and there. Winter weather advisory is in effect for those areas where we expect those somewhat higher totals. That includes this area in purple, La Plata down to Leonardtown, Salisbury, again Talbot County, Maryland, down into Stafford County in Virginia, Spotsylvania County. Some of these areas getting into that winter weather advisory as well. So let's take a look at the snow timeline. For today, through the day, it's just dry. The clouds will be increasing. By 6 to 9 p.m., a flurry or two could fall here in the district. Really not much. It's primarily still clouds. Light snow developing south and west. That's over northern Virginia, central Virginia. Just kind of light snow on and off activity. No real accumulation there, especially those treated surfaces. 9 p.m. to midnight, that's when light snow develops pretty much area wide. I'd say the roads are still okay, but as we're heading toward midnight or so, when the snow develops here in the district, especially over Virginia, south and west, there could be a dusting on some of the surfaces. And by midnight to 3 a.m., that light snow will pick up a little bit more, somewhat lessening visibility. It's not going to be terrible, but again, kind of almost a little bit of a fog or a haze from that. So keep that in mind, and especially with some of the snow beginning to accumulate to under an inch, that could cover over any areas where we do have some black ice or icing from the last snow that came down. So some slick roads could be developing there as well. And then Saturday, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., light to even potentially moderate snow in patches, 1 to 2 inches, as I mentioned, area wide for the most part, but there could be up to 3 plus well south and east. Again, in those winter weather advisory areas, 6 to 9 a.m. Saturday morning, the snow ends. The roads gradually improve, especially with a lot of that treatment still out there from snow on Monday. But we'll begin to get a handle on things, especially as the sun comes up. Snow should end sometime right around or potentially even before dawn. Temperatures near or below 32 during this time frame, but popping above freezing thereafter, so things will start to get better. So let's take a look here, take this full. In fact, we can actually get an idea of what we expect around here, kind of a wrap. Snow round 2. Snow round 1 was back on Monday. So Friday night into Saturday morning early. Again, this is mainly through about sunrise. Light snow, a trace to potentially even up to about, give or take, 2 inches of snow. We'll have slick sidewalks, slick roadways of potential here. And again, we could have some covered up black ice that we're dealing with as well and refreeze. So that could be an extra hazard for travels early on Saturday. If you could delay those travels till about midday or beyond, you're going to be much better off. You could just broom that snow off. It's going to be real fluffy. Or it may just even melt off and compact and just kind of fall away as the temperatures get above freezing. So through today, temperatures start cold, and by about 3 p.m. you're seeing what appears to be some snow and mix out to the west. I think a lot of that not reaching the ground. There could be a flurry through the afternoon into the early evening, but by about midnight, this darker blue is the stuff that's reaching the ground. So by 10:30 p.m., especially south and east of the district, there's some of your steadier, more moderate snows. Those pull away late overnight hours. We're still dealing with, again, light snow. There could be a patch to a moderate snow, but by about 5 to 7 a.m., this stuff is gone. It's out of here. There's still some clouds, but moving off to the eastern shore and the Delmarva at that point by 8:30 a.m., could even start seeing some sun try to pop through. Really, what you're going to remember most about the weekend is it's going to be a little chilly, but mainly sunny for pretty pretty much all of it, except for what happens tonight into the wee hours of tomorrow. High temperature today at 35 in the district, 33 at Joint Base Andrews, 35 at Manassas, 33 at Leesburg, below freezing at Winchester, and right around 35 at Patuxent River. So not really seeing a whole lot of melt off from any of that snow that we've been kind of seeing festering on the ground. For tonight, we're at 28 in the district, so that's cold enough for pretty much all snow. Gaithersburg at 23, 25 at Leesburg, 21 at Front Royal, and 26 at Joint Base Andrews. Harrisonburg could be as low as 19. Temperature up to 35 today. Saturday, Sunday, we're close to 40, 42 on Monday, and 33 again on Tuesday. So should be in the low to mid 40s. So we get close to it over the weekend, and especially early next week. But then, boom, we're back down again to the ice box here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Could even be potentially, at least the idea here is from this computer model derived data, could be even colder than the last stretch that we saw around here this week. And then we warm up Friday, Saturday into Sunday. I don't know if it's warm, but it's at least near where we should be. Into next weekend could be as high as the mid to even upper 40s in places. So for today, we're at 35. The nighttime light snow develops. Could see again potentially about an inch to 2 inches. Could be even a little bit more across the eastern shore, southern Maryland, and northern neck of Virginia especially. Next 12 hours, again, it's dry and turning cloudy, but then by about 11 to midnight, that's when our snow develops here in the district from southwest to northeast. 39 for tomorrow afternoon as the sun returns. Sunshine on Sunday around here. But if you're thinking about our Commanders playing down in Tampa against the Bucs, going to be cool in its own right. Well, by Florida standards. Temperatures in the 50s. Sunday 11, or I should say 8 p.m. to 11. Kickoff at 8. Game should end by about 11 p.m. Hopefully a nice big Commanders win. Could see a stray shower here or there. If you are going down there to see the game, you'll need a sweater or a light jacket. And then we drop off again to some colder levels into mid next week, but I guess we should be used to it by then. Potentially a warm up again by next weekend. Have a great day.